Today I have a story for you, and it is called The Musical Life of Gustav Mole. So we'll read this story and then talk about some of the instruments in it. It is illustrated by Catherine Merrick, and it is, I think, written by Child's Play, it looks like. Lucky the Mole, born into a musical family. Rock-a-bye, Gustav, don't you cry. Mother will sing you a lullaby. Father will play the violin. Sleep, baby Gustav. Breathe out and breathe in. A musical home is never dull. 3 happy animals, 1, 2, 3, playing a trio. Do you see? Someone is clapping. Yes, it's me. Father plays the violin. Mother plays the oboe. Frog plays the cello. He's a very fine fellow. Musical moles learn fast. 4 happy animals play a string quartet. I conduct them with my rattle, but they aren't at all upset. Father and Hedgehog on the violin, Mouse with the viola under her chin, Frogs on the cello, he's a very fine fellow. The more the merrier. The more we are together, the merrier we get. 5 happy animals playing a quintet. Father and Mother on the violin, Hedgehog at the piano, Badger plays the double bass, Frog is on the cello. There is no doubt he's a very fine fellow. Music is made to make friends. All the animals have brought their musical toys to play school. We sing, dance, and have fun. Spike and I play drums. My cousin plays castanets and trumpet. It is deafening. Really good music. Mother shows us how to make our own instruments. She says it will help us to understand music better. Froggy shakes beans in a jar. Spike blows the bottle flute. Little Badger plays a pan and a spoon. I play the bottle phone. At school, we learn to play real instruments. This is Badger on the triangle. This is me on the recorder. This is Hedgehog on the xylophone. This is Mouse on the drum. This is Frog on the tambourine. Music is for singing. We learn to sing together in the choir. We sing all our favorite nursery rhymes like Pop Goes the Weasel, Old MacDonald, There Was an Old Lady, This Old Man, and There Were 10 in the Bed. Once a year, all the animals get together for the village music festival. Some play and some listen. Frog and Hedgehog rehearse for weeks. The highlight is the flute in the harp concerto, played by Frog's cousin from the Frog Harmonic Orchestra, and the famous flautist James Badger. Music is for dancing. On my birthday, my parents take me to the barn dance. My paws are carried along by the catchy rhythm of Big Badger's piano accordion. We dance until we ache. Then we listen to Fox playing the guitar and singing sad folk songs. My eyes fill with tears. Father and Mother, I sob, I want to be a real musician. Father gives me my first lessons on violin. You will have to practice every day, he says. In music, there isn't any other way. Now, do like I do. So, I practice hard. I do like he does. Why is he making that bass? You are practicing too hard, my friends shout above the noise. But I take no notice, and in the end, I win a scholarship to the Music Academy. I want to learn all about the orchestra, so I go to a concert performed by the famous Frog Harmonic. I will never be able to play like them, I think. Not in the percussion, not in the wind section, not in the brass, not in the strings. Those frogs have a special gift the rest of us can only dream about. I don't stay sad for long. I go to hear the birds in the reptiles jazz band. Parrot plays the trombone, Satchmo Snake plays the trumpet, and Tree Frog plays the drums. Cockatoo is on the keyboard, Alligator on the double bass, Toucan plays the banjo. Tickle those ivories, Cockatoo, dig that crazy toucan, twist and shout, Snake, see you later, Alligator. The very next day, we form our own jazz band. Put your hands together, please, for Badger on the tenor saxophone, for Fox on the double bass, for Hedgehog on the drums, and last but not least, for the leader of the band, the great jazz violinist, Gustav Mole. I return to my studies. I am still determined to be a virtuoso. I give my first recital. I feel wonderful, but something is still missing from my playing. My tutor says, "You are very good, Gustav, very good, but I'm sorry, you will never be a frog. One day, a poster appears on the Academy notice board. The great Maria Frog is coming to sing Carmen at the Opera House. Her picture makes me weak at the knees. I must have tickets, so must the others. We are all madly in love. The passionate music flows over us. Carmen is, well, overpowering. But in the chorus stands the cutest little mole. My heart and my head are filled with music. In my room, I begin to write. I have found my musical self. I am going to be a composer. Beneath the balcony of her room, I serenade her with my lover's lament. I know she is there. I hear her giggle. What a bliss. Suddenly, my happiness, my head, and my violin are drenched with cold water. She does not love me. I flee in despair. My life is over. I hurry to the music shop to sell my violin, but my friends won't let me. Don't do it, Gustav. You need your music more than ever now, they plead. They are right. My violin is all I have left. My broken heart will never mend. One day I am sitting sadly in the snow, singing my lover's lament, and suddenly she is there. She has heard the tune. Gustav, you short-sighted silly. Maria was jealous. She threw the water. Marry me, I cry. I will, of course I will. Music has brought us together again. A few weeks later, I wish you could have been here at our musical wedding. My musical life has been very happy. I have enjoyed every sort of music, listening and playing, dancing and singing. Now I am a successful composer, and we are very happy, all 7 of us. Lucky the mole, born into a musical family. So I have some questions for you that I will have for you about this book. What I really like about this story is that it takes you through all of Gustav Moll's life and all of the experiences that he had with music, from experiencing music at his house in his home, to then going to school and experiencing music at school, to then deciding to pursue music after he was in school and go to a music conservatory where he learned about different kinds of music. 'Cause there's lots of different things that you can do in music when you grow up. And so he kind of explored some of those different ones. He thought about being a jazz musician. He thought about being a classical musician. He tried out different instruments. He tried singing, and then in the end, he ended up becoming a composer and writing his own music. And so I just have a few questions for you that I will post about some of the things that we read about in this story. And we are also, part of the reason I wanted to read this story was just to talk about some of the different instrument families and instruments that we hear in this story as well. So you can always go back and rewatch the video if you need to, if you missed anything. So thanks.